Hey guys, welcome. Good morning. Look at all the friendly faces. You're on camera, everybody. Be careful. Be careful. Everybody's looking for who I'm talking about. All right, Friday morning. It is open mic Friday. So I want some open mics, please. So here's today, guys. If you want to do a testimonial, share your testimonial, great. If you have any type of questions, business questions, like I was saying earlier, this is not about, hey, my Hilo light doesn't go on, or anything about shipping. That's not me, okay? Or if you want to role play, if you want to role play, just different things that maybe you're facing. But we want to do that on Open Mic Friday. But just some quick announcements. Obviously, we have the Vegas event that's coming up in October. So make sure you understand the importance of the Vegas event, the first international event on U.S. soil. Many announcements that will be released there at that event. So it's always something special when we all come together. I know we come together every morning, but when we could have some conversations with each other, it's fun. Anyway, also tonight, 6 o'clock is the business opportunity presentation through the Zoom meeting. So those are every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So everybody wants to know my day is Sunday, so that's my day. Everybody else, we're rotating the diamonds into these calls because they're doing a great job. Great feedback from last night's call with Shaylisa and Tim. Thank you. And tonight, I believe, will be Mr. Grand Diamond, Mr. Bill Davies. So promote those events, guys. And what else? I don't think anything. No. Okay. So we want to make this Open Mic Friday. So if anybody has anything to share, like I said, if you're going to come on, you're always going to start off with your story. When I say your story, your name, your background. Don't assume everybody knows who you are. How you got involved in our business. How'd you hear about us? And then you can go into whatever you want to go into. But I think it's a good time and a good platform to practice, any aspect of your business. So who wants to be first on Open Mic Friday? What was that? What's that Jeopardy song? Do 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 do. If not, then I'll have to just keep talking, right?
Okay, Jeff.
Oh, see, Deb, I was hoping it was going to be you.
Well, this is Janet.
Oh, Janet. Wait, I saw Deb on mute. I'm sorry. Where's Janet? Oh, Janet. Hi, Janet. You're right in the middle.
Hi. Good morning. Want to say good morning to everybody. I'm Janet Fernandez. My husband is Gus. We're Grand Diamonds. Gusher's right here. My background has been in dental profession for about 20 years. Wanted to be at home, be a stay-at-home mom because we had our two little girls way late in our marriage. Took us a while, but anyway, so some of that network marketing stuff came in really handy because we had an Amway business at home for many years, and that kept me home. I got out of the dental office, got to stay home, raise our girls. But we got a phone call, and not a text, but a quick phone call last September from a friend of ours who was with Jeremy working on a project up in Portland, Oregon area, I guess. But we had to put it off for a couple of weeks because we were planning a wedding for one of our little girls, and that was October 1st. So we got back to him. I actually had to get a birthday gift for Gus and ordered that from Jimmy. but and then it's been learning ever since. So thank goodness for Jeff, your webinars, and
Yes.
oh my goodness, you guys, you've been our lifeline, our connection to just learning so many things. You're amazing, Jeff. But I just wanted to say to people, you've heard Jeff say, you cannot say the wrong thing to the right person. And I'm so, that's my, like, that's me, because I blurt stuff. I'm not professional. Like my husband is a professional speaker, trainer, coach guy. And so he sort of has to dig me out of situations all the time. But I want to encourage people to just jump, like Jeff's been showing that really cool jump, the parachute thing. And it's so inspiring to know that if you just have the courage to say something to someone that maybe you think won't need this, maybe they're on your chicken list. Like, it was so cool when Jeff found out that he was on Jeremy Roma's chicken list this week. And that was kind of cool. So you guys, look at Jeff and Lisa. I mean, they were a chicken list person, a couple, and for Jeremy Roma, I mean, it's just amazing. So I just want to say to everyone, just jump in. Who cares if somebody says, no, I'm not interested? It's not you personally. They're just not looking. So anyway, just God bless you guys. Gus and I just love you. I mean, we look forward to our morning coffee with Jeff and everybody else that's on the line. But I just wanted to say, go for it. Just go for it. So anyway, thank you, Jeff.
Janet, thank you. I mean, that's so heartfelt, and you know what, though, just great nuggets to pick up on. You know what you just said. I mean, I always say this: a 24-year veteran was recruited by a text message.
Yeah.
So I, obviously, if my antenna was up. Yeah. But I can't leave this one out, Janet. You gave me a softball to hit, and I have to hit it.
What did I do?
You gave me a softball, so I have to hit it.
Oh, all right.
You said you and Gus started late with kids, and I said, well, because Gus maybe wasn't up to speed. So I kind of understand. Oh, no. I kind of understand that now. So you are married to Gus.
Oh, you rascal!
I had to hit that one.
You can't give him anything.
Gus can't give that guy anything.
I love it. Thank you, Jen. So I love the points you made, and she's 1,000% right. You can never say the right thing to the wrong or the wrong thing to the right person, but on the other side, you can never say the right thing to the wrong person. Right? It doesn't make a difference. It's just, remember, your job is to share. That's it. It's their job to accept. And if you just unmarry yourself to the response or to maybe what they think, it's just business. And I was actually thinking about this today. People say, well, thank you for Diamond Zone. Diamond Zone is just as much for me as it is for you. Let me tell you why. I came from a structured environment. And sometimes, some of the people out there, that are at our rank or higher go, I don't understand why you have to do that. I do this a lot for me because this is my structure. I remember I had to go to work every day and I had to do calls every day. And so it put me back in the mind of, wait a minute, I got to treat this like a business. And so if I'm going to treat this like a business, I got to have a morning call because that's what I did for 14 years. I was being held accountable. So it's my way of also staying and saying, you know what? I have to do something for my business today. That's what Diamond Zone is. And it starts my day off right because I get in a good mood. When I'm talking to all of you, I'm in a good mood. So now that good mood carries on for the rest of my day. You got to find a way to also keep your structure. And this may help you, but also, right, find a good way to be in a good mood. Right? I don't know if it's a song. I don't know if it's you working out, whatever you need, because sometimes we wake up, right, and we have stinking thinking. Well, after this call, I never have stinking thinking. I understand we're on the right path. I understand I'm with the right people, and I understand I have the right opportunity. How much better could it get? So now I could go out there and attack the day. So this is just my way, okay, of doing that. So maybe just a little nugget for some of you. What do you need, right, to make sure you go, I'm treating my business like a business? So Janet, thanks for that, because see, it triggers things in my little brain. All right, who else, guys? We gave you some time to think about it.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi.
Hey, it's Deb.
Hi, Deb.
So my story is I'm almost an empty nester. My baby's 18, and I've dabbled in network marketing for the last 40 years or so unsuccessfully, but I love the concept. This company seems like everything that I need, but I haven't still gotten it forward. I'm a builder. I've got a lot of people who are interested at this point in perhaps getting involved. They're still interested in what I drip on them, but I've got some good potential people who just won't pull the trigger, so to speak, and actually jump on board.
Okay.
Is there some type of an interview document or something that you use, because don't have the gift of gab, this is new for me, that to ask all the questions that you normally just spurt out in your conversations when you're training us? Is there something you follow on paper has somebody created it?
Okay, I'm going to get everybody to roll their eyes, but that's okay. You want to see my interview?
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, but now do you write something down when you talk to these guys? Like, what are you doing? Joe Schmo, what do you do for a living? Do you have something that you keep track of this stuff so when you go back to him and speak again, you have him in your head?
Well, I mean, I could go a lot of different directions with this, Deb, but these are people in your funnel, right?
Right.
They've already been exposed.
To some degree, yes.
Okay, well, what degree? Because that makes a difference. Do they see the 2-minute video? Are they a free user? What degree? Have they seen a webinar?
A few have been to a webinar, but I was at actually an event with Delon, and I've got probably 100 leads, names, cell phone numbers, emails that I can reach out to. I texted about 60 of them, got 0 response, so I'm thinking maybe I need to start calling them, which is fine, but I'm going to have a lot of people that I really don't know their story to kind of like, what do you do for a living? What do you have anything that you're,
right,
kind of a script?
Obviously there's 2 groups of people, guys. If you're talking about trade show cold market, those are just numbers. And don't be shocked if I sent out a text message to those 60 people, I'd probably get no response either, because it's not enough people to warrant a response when it comes to cold market. Now, if I do cold market, and this is a mistake a lot of people make, I could talk about cold market. If I do a trade show, yeah, I could gather names all day long, but I'm also looking to build a relationship or a connection at a cold market event. Right? Maybe get into a conversation where that person remembers me, or I'm writing down what he does. Like an example, Lisa and I, we went to a networking event a couple of weeks ago, and we talked to a lot of people, but there was 2 or 3 we really made a connection with. We spent 10, 15 minutes finding out about the person. So those were people I called. But everybody else blanketly got at least our 2-minute video, and guess what? No response. So, but questions. Remember flop, family, live, occupation, flop. I always talk about their family. I always ask where they live. I always talk about their occupation. Okay, those are all, and you could gather so much information just from that, Deb. Like if I said to you, Deb, where do you live?
Live in Georgia.
Live in Georgia, northern Atlanta, right?
North of Atlanta.
Okay, what do you do? What kind of business are you in, Deb?
Getting into network marketing.
But what was your background?
Health and wellness.
Health and wellness. See, most people stop right there. I would take it another step further. Wow, that's interesting, Deb. What part of health and wellness? I was in health and wellness.
My husband is a functional medicine practitioner. I help him in his practice to some degree, whatever degree I want.
Okay, so when you say functional practitioner, what does that mean exactly? See, conversation.
Okay.
So, well, tell me. I want to know.
He specializes in nutrition. He has people with diabetes, thyroid issues, all kinds of chronic health diseases that are needing help alternatively without medication.
Okay, so now just by me doing that right there, if I didn't take it 2 steps further, I just now did not open up a whole world of opportunity for me. Because what I just find out, alternative medicine, diabetes, you said 3 buzzwords.
Mm-hmm.
So now I could relate what I have to you.
Okay.
You see, so sometimes people they don't take it the next level in a real conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would even say this. So Deb, okay, what you do for your husband, is that a full-time gig?
No, very part-time.
Very, very part-time. Okay, so what do you do? And I would go into more there, because now I'm going to try to relate, right, what I have to maybe to you. Mm-hmm. But I'm building that rapport. So now I know in my mind, and I'm not being mean, I would say, okay, well, she has time because she's very spare time, part-time. Look what her husband does. Look what we now have to offer. So now I can match the opportunity to the person I'm talking to, which is you. But see, when you talk about cold market and you're just gathering names, there's no rapport. Those are just numbers. Now, you might have that going on. Okay, I sent out my 100 leads today. Now, I got to pick up the phone on some other people, and this is my roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
See, once I find out about the person, Deb, like I just did you, now you see this globe I keep talking about almost every time we do Diamond Zone?
Yes.
I match and offer you something on this globe. Now, think about this. If you're talking to you right now, right, you're talking to you, mm-hmm. and you just found out everything about yourself, right? You're the prospect. Mm-hmm. What part of this globe would you talk to Deb about? What would be your hot button?
I don't know this globe well enough.
Well, look at own your own business, immediate income, advancement opportunity, residual income, training leverage. This is what we offer people. So what part of this would be your trigger? You go, oh my gosh.
I would want the money for sure, because we're getting older. My husband is at retirement age, but he can't retire.
Okay, that's residual income.
Yeah.
You see? So if I would listen to that, I would ask another question. How long has your husband been doing that? Well, he's been doing it for how many years?
40.
Okay. How many?
40.
Okay, and he's still doing it, Deb?
Yes.
Okay, so that tells me right there. If he's still doing it, obviously he should be retired, but he's still working. Mm-hmm. So I can now match. Do you see what I'm talking about here?
Yes.
This is, so you got to learn this globe.
Right.
Okay? It's everything our company provides. We provide you an opportunity, Deb, to own your own business with no employees, with lifestyle control, tax advantages. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, showing you how to make immediate income. Wearable tech. Watch this 2-minute video. Okay, mm-hmm. You're going to see how big the wearable tech industry is. So I'm just going to go through it. But if you give me a softball, like Janet did, I'm going to focus in on what I believe is going to be your hot button. This is when you get really good mm-hmm. at matching the opportunity. Now, I do want to correct one thing. You said unsuccessful. You're not unsuccessful. You got to lose that word.
Okay.
There's no unsuccessful. I don't care if you've dabbled in network marketing. There are some things that you took out of your experience in network marketing, right? That
yes.
was success, correct?
Yes.
Focusing on that.
Okay.
You're never unsuccessful. The only way you could be unsuccessful is if you ever quit. That's unsuccessful. You keep it going. What you have to do now is identify, okay, why in your mind in those other opportunities you were unsuccessful. Mm-hmm. Okay, we just got to make those little changes. That's all. Yes. Okay. And that's part of what we're going to do. And it's going to hurt. And there's going to be tears. And there's going to be growth. But that's the business, as you know. Did that
So
help
when I
you?
reach out to, yes, absolutely. Now, do you leave voice messages on people's phones or do you not?
Yes, of course. But it's not a detailed, it's, hey, Deb, it's Jeff. If we have a relationship, hey, Deb, it's Jeff, call me, it's important.
Okay.
Click.
All right.
Oh my God, it's Jeff, what? It's important? Yeah, to me, it's important. Okay?
Right.
Yes. It's
Thank
not
you.
like, hey, I got wearable tech, it's multi-level, it's this device, it does heart rate. No.
Right.
Okay? Call me. That's my favorite text. That's my favorite text message, by the way, too. Call me. I like to talk.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Deb. All right. Who else, guys?
Hi, Jeff. It's Fran.
Hi, Fran.
Hello.
Everybody, it's Diamond Fran.
Jeff, I'm having a hard time with that part of it, but
Well, don't.
what I would like to just share is everything that you say about the right people just do.
Hang on. Hey, stop. I'm going to stop you, Fran, because some people don't know you. There's always new people. Yeah, okay.
All right. Okay. So my name's Francesca Gatto. I live in Chadford, Pennsylvania. I was introduced to this opportunity by Jeff. Jeff sent me a Facebook message with the link. And as soon as I saw it, I looked at it and I was in. And that was in November. My background is I come from the staffing industry. I owned a staffing company in the US and Canada, sold my companies in 2016, and have been looking for an opportunity where I can secure a retirement because all of my resources was put into our companies. So with that being said, so now, as Jeff mentioned, yes, I did achieve Diamond, and I'm very, very grateful for that. And I created a mastermind call. And I do this call every Thursday night with the team members who want to participate. And I have 80-some people now that's in my whole downline. And it's just truly amazing that I only have 7 people that would commit to do this. And last night we have a new couple that just joined down in San Antonio, Texas. And I just want to share this with you because I was just like, it's so refreshing, I should say, to see how these people react to things, because you get so used to the negativity of people saying no and whining and, oh, I can't do that, I'm too busy, this and that. Well, this couple, Jeff did a launch call with them from 6 to 7. Then 7 to 8, I was doing the mastermind call. And I invited them yesterday to join the mastermind call. Immediately, they responded, we're on it, we'd be honored, we'd love to. So at 7 o'clock when it started, they weren't on the call yet, and I just texted the gal, and she said, oh, Fran, we're just wrapping up with Jeff. We're going to jump right on. And they were on the call. They were excited. They shared great nuggets with us because they come from a network marketing background. And I mean, the energy on the call last night was like, oh my God. Everybody that was on the call was just like, Fran, this was such a great call, and we just shared great information. People could ask questions. They, everybody just chimed in, and it was really, really nice. And I just keep saying the right people just do. And at one point, I was saying something. I forget what I was doing, and Mindy says to me, oh my God, you sound just like Jeff. I said, yes. I was so happy.
I love it. Well, Fran, what you just shared is obviously you stepping out and leading your team. But the message is, listen, guys, what does she have on her team? See, this just keeps your sanity. 87, but how many people are on the call? 7. Okay, that's what she really has. That if she really wants to be honest, this is that's how I do it. Here's how I do it. If I go to a big event, I count how many people Lisa and I have at that event. That's who I really have. in my group. Okay, 6,000, 7,000 people. Okay, what do we have at Disrupt? 150 people? That's what I really had. Okay, so does it make a difference? No, because you know the numbers. But I love that, Fran, that you stepped out and you're doing that mastermind. It's just keeping people in. That's all it is. Keeping people in, working with the ones that want to do it, and then the ones that just happen to pop into Diamond Zone once in a while, great. Stay part of, because maybe we'll keep that person in long enough where they can lead us to somebody else. Thank you so much, Fran. Appreciate you. And I know we're doing that call, another launch call with that couple. Great, great couple. They might even be on tonight. I don't even know. All right. Who else, guys? Anybody else want to share, comment, struggles, successes, role play like Deb just did?
I can share something, Jeff.
Who's that?
Dennis, Edmonton.
Hey, Dennis, Edmonton.
All right, so my name is Dennis Naraki from Edmonton, Alberta, and I'm brought in under Patty and Terry and a little further down. I'm a pharmacist by profession, been around for 25 years. Kind of some ups and downs with buying and selling houses, not making a lot of money. Lots of people tell me, well, you buy a house, keep it for a while, you make some money, buy a bigger house. But anyway, that's just some of my history. I've traveled kind of around Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Nova Scotia as a pharmacist, and basically network marketing was very exciting for me about 10 or 15 years ago. I got involved in Amway, didn't make a lot of money, but loved the people, the products, the encouragement, and all that stuff. So when I got out of it a number of years ago, and then I got contacted by a friend of mine, Robert, he's probably on the call right now, and he said, just a text message, and it said, I'm looking into this, have a look at it, and let me know what you think. So I looked at it, and I thought, very interesting, very interesting. About a year ago, a year and a half ago, I looked, just love watching the news and TV and radio and all that, and wearable tech. I knew wearable tech was going to be huge, just like the phone industry, because there's Google Glasses, there's all these watches, there's all that kind of stuff. So as soon as I realized that, I thought, okay, I better look into this a little further, checked out a few webinars, got on a call with Patty right at the end of one of her trainings, and she said, hi, Dennis, who are you? Because everybody had hung up and I was the last one. I just logged on. So basically, the industry for me is very interesting, and I really like it. But just last night, got a call from my sponsor, and he said, I think we just connected with the same person. There's a doctor in Calgary, and Robert lives in Calgary. I live in Edmonton. And I was on LinkedIn about a week ago and just connected with this doctor, and she sounds very interested. I believe she was a pharmacist first, then a doctor, and she's also doing some other training. And it was just funny that he called me up and he said, yeah, I think he said, I talked to her on the phone, and she said, oh, well, I just talked to a pharmacist in Edmonton. Do you know a guy named Dennis? And he said, oh yeah, I think I heard of him. So we basically, and I just got another message on LinkedIn from her about just connecting on the phone today, just quickly. And she said in about a week or so, she'll have some time to, check a webinar and see what other interests she has.
So Dennis, tell me one more time, how did you reach out to this person?
On LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
Is on LinkedIn. I have not talked to her yet.
Okay.
We've gone back and forth a few times, and seems very interested. She said, oh, you look really excited about it. The technology looks really cool. And so I'm thinking the next step would be try to get her on a webinar.
So you got her to first base. She saw the 2-minute video?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. So yeah, the next step could be an interim, if she's really excited, it could be a 3-way call with maybe Patty or somebody, or it could be if she wants to go right to a webinar. But don't wait. Don't wait. I mean, there's numerous different webinars you could send her, right, to get her the information right away.
Right.
Like I had a guy yesterday, and he said, okay, I'm ready. So I sent him the recorded webinar. I go, okay, you have an hour? Yes. When? Now. And I sent him urgency. It's asking those little extra questions to see what and testing the temperature. She might be ready. But sometimes we wait and say, okay, well, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, there's a webinar. No. I mean, there's 24 hours there. We could get her information.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just testing the temperature. And just to answer that question that someone just said on chat, our webinars are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Same link, jlworldglobal.com. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, 6 p.m. Same link. Okay, JL World Global. So Dennis, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I know Patricia's on the call listening,
Thank you.
so I'm sure she's beaming. All right.
This is Hania.
Okay, hang on. Where am I going? Who's this?
Hania Joya.
Hi, Hania.
Good morning. Talk about crusty eyes today.
Okay, go ahead. You know name, background?
Hania Joya. I'm in Northern California. I've been in the industry for about 15 years, been with World, since March, but really just after Disrupt, Disrupt was my turnaround. I wanted to see what this company was, mainly the type of people that this attracted and the culture. And once I saw that, I was like, I'm in. So
We're pretty cool, aren't we?
I think, yeah, we are. So, yeah. So anyway, I went to Cabo last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was a networking thing. And so, I talked to you about that gentleman that I was going to give the helo to and talk to. And that went really super well. But what happened there, I'm in Mexico. And everybody in Mexico, they're hungry. They're hungry. And so like one gal, she came at the place I was staying, she came up to me and it kind of blew this other girl away. She goes, you have an opportunity. Can you give me information about your opportunity? And she looks at me and she goes, how did she even know that? I said, she could just tell. She knew. I didn't even have to say anything. She just knew because of the presence and the aura that I was giving off, right? If that makes sense. So I was walking around town and I got another guy and I just asked him, he was selling tours and stuff, and I just asked him if he was open to other business opportunities. And I did if the 5-minute thing, it's like if you knew about Helo, Apple Watch or, whatever, would you have gotten involved? And he was like, yeah, and so it's like, well, I got something, would you be interested? And he's like, yeah. And I said, if I sent you a 2-minute video, would you watch it? Yeah, he did. And then he sent me back, he goes, I like it, how do I get this? And I said, well, go back, fill in this form, because he's in Mexico and it's this long distance thing. So I wanted to get more contact information.
Mm-hmm.
He did. So now I want to know, do we have a webinar in Spanish? Because he speaks English, but I would like to, offer something in a native language. It works better.
Gotcha. Well, first of all, congratulations for at least taking that step and asking those questions. I mean, people are probably thinking to themselves, what's this aura she's throwing off? No, it's questions. It's just being aware of people that are around you. Okay, where's my girl? Christina, are you on? Christina or Bruno?
Yes, I'm here.
Did you hear that question?
Yes, of course.
And so where can we help her with a Spanish speaking webinar?
I will send her the link with the video in Spanish language. Okay, I wrote her name here, and maybe she has Facebook.
I have.
Do you have?
I have Facebook.
Okay. I will make it.
Yeah.
What's your name in Facebook, please?
It's Hania Joya, GHANI.
Okay, okay. I will send you the friend request and I will send you the video, okay?
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Christina. See, we solve problems here on Diamond Zone. Thank you, guys. So, Hania, I forgot to ask you, how'd you hear about us?
Oh, a friend of mine, in Florida, Billy Weinstock, he, we've been friends for a long time, and it's like when we get involved in different things, he's just basically with Billy, it was, oh, I remember specifically now the other day, I was at his house and I was doing some work with him on some healing work, and he had this halo on, and, you know, he's kind of like throwing it around a little bit, but not much, you know, and so it's like, what's that? And he goes, oh, it's this thing I'm in. I'll tell you about it later. And it's like, you know, and so I kept on showing it, and then he does an EKG with it, right? And it's just like, yeah, okay, I'm not really into it, you know, all this. And then he just kind of talked about it and said, you need to do this. This is big. You need to do this. And so I jumped in with him.
Wow. All right. See, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person.
So.
Oh, it's this thing. That's a good description.
Oh, I talked to this gal in St. Thomas yesterday, and I told her I know she's always looking for something, right? And so the whole time during the conversation, I never once mentioned World GN. I never once mentioned Hilo or what this was. And I said, at some point, I said, you know, I haven't told you what this is. She goes, yeah, I noticed that. She says, I don't think you're going to either. I said, no, I'm not. I said, just go and watch this video. She goes, okay, well, give me it. Give me the video.
Perfect.
You know? And
perfect.
it's like, I'm just building anticipation. And she goes, yes, you are. Give me the video.
Love it. That's how you do it. Perfect. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. That was very helpful. And everybody wants that link on Facebook. So Christina, just share it with everybody. That would be awesome.
Can I?
Okay. Go ahead.
Hi.
Who's that?
It's Amaka. Can I add something?
Amaka, of course you can. After you tell us your name and your background.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Amaka Adindo. I'm a business coach, social media customization, and I help businesses with their social media, and a blogger and that kind of stuff. I just wanted to add it's not a testimony. I just want to add a quick thing with language. I've been dealing with this guy in French. You see, he speaks fluent French. I don't speak a word of French, but I've been using Google Translator. And it has multi-languages. For anybody run into somebody who speaks a foreign language, use the translator. It's perfect. He thinks I speak fluent English, fluent French. I don't. It's Marcus. He joined the team, and he's so excited. I posted something on our leading group in our group on Facebook, Paddy's group. So if you run into anybody who speaks any language, use Google Translator. It gives you English and translate into any language, so we can communicate with them, because he went through struggle trying to understand how and what to do. So I just wanted to add that. So anybody run into foreign language, there's all kinds of languages in there you can translate and make it easy so they're comfortable to see what we do and how we're doing. He's super excited right now. So looking forward to helping him more. It's a little bit of a challenge going back and forth, but it's worth it. I was pleased that I could, get information out to him.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's very, very valuable. Thank you, Amaka. There's some desire going back and forth and doing that. But you know what? Will it be worth it if this is the guy that helps us open up France? Okay, there's going to always be, guys. The good news is we're in 195 countries. The bad news is we're in 195 countries. And here's what I mean by that. Okay, there's going to be challenges. I mean, we have the biggest challenge in Nigeria that we're trying to solve is the internet connection. I mean, you get 50 people on a call, and then you can't do the present. It's the most frustrating thing. But you know what? That group there is persevering through it, because Christina and Bruno are leading that group, and they're solving these problems. They go, okay, don't worry, we're going to solve the problem. Bruno, are you there?
Yeah.
I think Bruno wanted to share something. He said that.
Yes, I'm here, and he's coming.
Okay.
But I want to say something, because
Well, you're going in and out for some reason. What's going on?
what?
You guys are going in and out. You guys usually have a great connection.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bruno.
And let me the to the room, living room, because the router is here. Okay.
That's better.
Let me share with you. Okay, I am Cristina. We are from Portugal. Me and Bruno, we work together as a couple. And I was a kindergarten teacher, and he is teacher in the school. Yet I'm stay home. I do network marketing full time. But I have 20 years past of high level in sports. Okay, I played volleyball, and for me it was a great school of life. And as network marketing is already for me, because this is a business, but this is the great school for our life, because here we have a lot of clients like our lives, and we can do daily some little works that it's the same that we saw in this profession. And you talk about Nigeria, and someone previous talk about the Google Translator. For me, because I don't have any problem to speak English. I know you. It's not perfect, but you understand me. It's okay. I learned that from the volleyball. It's the same. The lessons for life. But for me, my best friend is Google. I have a prospect in Benin, also in Africa. He speaks French with me. I don't speak French, but when he sends me the message, and look, and I don't give up, because he doesn't know anything about network marketing. It's easier for me, let him go. No, I have to help these people. And Google Translator is my best friend. I send him the message, he sent it to me, and we of course I don't spend a lot of time, but I don't leave this person because I have to help her. And Google Translator is of course our best friend. I have always in my phone and in my computer the Google Translator open. Okay, so you want to share something?
No, we have some challenges also with Nigeria, and it's a different culture, but is also a big challenge because we have so many different environments, and we are always growing and making our way to climb the mountain. To get more and more, because if you want to achieve more, we need obviously to be more, and obviously that this is not easy. This is for everyone, but not everyone is for this, and we know that, and but we must do it, because I know that Jeff knows much better than me that if we will not do it, somebody will do it. So better that that will be us.
One more thing, I think the most important thing is our belief and how you feed your belief. Okay, and this coming the negativity. Okay, and you have to protect yourself and you have to feed your belief. Okay. And this is for another day.
We saw yesterday the Facebook live from Romacio is amazing.
Yes, we have here fantastic leadership to feed our belief. We have to protect ourselves and do the work,
no matter what they think.
That's right.
Bye bye.
You guys, I appreciate both of you, because what you guys, some people on this call take what you go through times 10 when you're talking about opening another country, and then embarking on other countries in different languages, and then add to that mix multi-level. You talk about challenges, okay? But you know what? This couple not going to be denied. not going to be denied. You talk about running numbers. I mean, they run thousands of people, but they understand the long-term reward. And Christina, you made a very good point, because there is a lot of similarities with sports and any type of activity. And this, it's the same thing. It's challenging yourself. It's going through all the obstacles when you could quit, right? It's building that belief. It's keeping this right. This is your biggest obstacle. This, not the helo. This is the biggest obstacle, okay? And we fight each other every day, okay? Those other voices, they fight you. And there's your challenge. That's the challenge, okay? So when someone says being unsuccessful or this is something that's difficult, it's not the work. It's fighting the other voice. That's the most difficult part. So Christina, Bruno, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, as we wind down, guys, next couple of calls. Anybody else? I see Anne-Marie going for a unmute. No, maybe not. Who else, guys?
This is Isatis.
Hi, Isatis.
Okay, so my question is about conversion and follow-up.
Hang on. Nope. Start over.
Okay.
And everybody knows you.
I can't hear you anymore.
Not everybody knows you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Isatis. I'm a board-certified nurse practitioner. I'm an international speaker. I do seminars and retreats. And on mindset, my specialty is relationships and mindset. And I've dabbled, as the word was used earlier, in network marketing for a lot of years. But this helo and world is something that I've just taken to a level beyond anything I've ever done before. And I'm very, very, very committed to it. And I work it every single day. My question is that I send out anywhere from 5 to 25 texts or calls or something every day. And I don't reach a lot of people by phone, so I follow up with a text or an email. And I have a program that tells me when they open the email and if they have if they click on the link. And I have people that have watched these, the things that I send them, but I am not getting them to respond to me, and I don't have their phone number for some of them. They're just friends I've had for a long time. Some of these people, it's been 3, 4, 5 different times. I'll send them another video, or I send them a link for the webinar. I tell them about a webinar, whatever, just to stay kind of dripping on them. But how long do I keep on dripping on them? And secondly, I don't know what else to do. Do I just say next, or what do I do with these people?
Well, I mean, you got to understand. You look what you're doing. You're just dripping on them with information. How about dripping on them with maybe reforming a relationship, telling them to call you? Hey, call me. Let's catch up. Right? Instead of just every time they hear from you, it's another webinar. It's another link. It's like, okay, am I just a number to you? If this is a relationship type thing, how about just texting, call me? You know what I mean? I'm talking about, these are people you know, because you don't have their information, so it can't be that warm of a market, right?
Right.
Then if it's not that warm of a market, it's just numbers. Okay, unless you have a way of forming a relationship or getting a rapport down, you're just running numbers. And it's going to take a lot of numbers to elicit responses. And nothing wrong with that. It's just knowing what you're dealing with so it doesn't mess up your brain. Right? But if you do have a relationship, you have to say, call me. Let's talk. What's going on in your life? You got to form that bond again, that relationship. I mean, I was a guy that I went to grammar school with. I just didn't call him and go, hey, watch this video. I said, hey, Ronnie, call me. Let's catch up. And then I would go through it. Remember Julie? Remember this one? Remember that one? Remember Mr. Barkley? Okay, it wasn't until 60 days later, right, where he starts seeing my Facebook post because I friended him. He goes, what's going on? But see, it was something formed again. So it's just being very tactical on who you're talking to. If I'm doing LinkedIn, right? That's just cold market stuff. Facebook, cold market stuff. So it's just numbers. You want to know numbers? I mean, look what Bruno and Christina run. 4,000 people. 4,000 people because it's strictly cold market. So I don't know if that helps you, but that's what I would do.
It does, and I do that. I do ask them, to call me. I've had relatives that won't call me, that don't call me.
Sure. Welcome. Yeah, are you kidding? Welcome to my world. That's just people.
Yeah.
That's all that is. So don't let it affect you. That's the biggest thing we just talked about. That's what affects everybody and goes, this is not working. Yes, it is. You're just running your numbers. It is working. Okay, so whatever, I always tell people this, whether you're doing that or whether I'm doing that with experience. Okay, if I'm just running numbers, it's just what it is.
Okay.
So thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Hey, Mr. Gold from Nigeria, are you on? I saw that you did chat. I want to see if we could hear him.
Yes, I'm on. Good evening.
Hi. Well, tell everybody who you are, your background, and let's tell some of the challenges we have in Nigeria.
Okay. My name is Gold Ojato, and I'm from Benin, Nigeria. Well, Nigeria is a big country with a lot of potential. We have a market in Nigeria, and I'm just thinking how we can hit the market, because a lot of people in Nigeria really need this stuff. Even though we have good hospitals in Nigeria, but and a lot of people use phone in Nigeria. I can tell you that over 20 million people in Nigeria have phones, and they are actually exposed to this radioactive rays. And when I heard about the dioxin, I was actually happy. This will actually reduce the impact of the radioactive rays. But the problem we have in Nigeria presently is the internet connection, and
we're losing you, Doc. We're losing you. Did you see the challenges, guys? Okay, so this is the part of the challenge that we have. But you know what? They're on every call. They're on every webinar. We do WhatsApp together. But you know what? We're going to persevere through this because I know we have the right people there. And Doctor, I don't want to cut you off, but we could hear every other word. I know with Mr. Gold, we have the right person. And so that's what you look for, guys. All this other stuff is just, we'll be laughing at the challenges, right, when he's a multimillionaire. Okay, he'll be talking about, let me tell you how we started Nigeria. Those are the stories. So I appreciate you, brother, and I just didn't want to cut you off, but I had to because it was like we're hearing every other word. Thank you so much. Hi, who's that?
This is Rose from Colorado.
Hi, is it Rose?
Yes.
Hi, Rose. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm Rose from Colorado, and I'm on a team with Preston Morrison, who is the son of Gus and Jan. I think Gus and Jan are on. Hi. I have Preston in class. I'm taking some college classes, and I actually had him in an art class, and we kind of invited each other back and forth to different events. We both live in the Denver area, and I had invited him to like a salsa event or something, and then he wasn't going to be able to make it, and then he a couple of days later asked me what I was up to, and I just said, I'm actually going to Wyoming. My dad was diagnosed with cancer, and my mom isn't well, so I'm going to go and check on them and see how it's going. And he said, oh, I have something that you might be interested in. And he knows that I'm going to school for nursing, so he thought that this biometric band would be beneficial to me. So it was a few days before I left, and I took a look at it, and I actually sent the link to my dad right away and asked him if it was something that he would be interested in. And I was really interested in being able to track his vitals remotely, because I knew at some point I was going to have to come back to Denver. So I didn't think about it again until I got to Wyoming, and I was with my dad, and he said, Rose, you need to do this. Let's get it. He said, but you need to do this. And I was like, what do you mean? I'm going to school, I'm working, I'm busy. And he's like, you need to do this. And he just really encouraged me to do it and to start my own business with this. So that's kind of what happened with me. I haven't done a lot with it, but like you, Jeff, I know that you signed your son or both of your daughters up as legs underneath you. I have a son and a daughter who both are wanting to do that. And then I have my trainer has his own business called Road Pro Fitness, and he deals with people throughout the country, and he's just kind of getting it back up off the ground. And I've been working with him with that, and he invited me to do a show for Swift Trucking Company to introduce Hilo to people. But I kind of passed him off to Jeff last night, and I think he's gonna sign on, but I'm not wordy.
You're not,
I'm not
what?
wordy, and so I'm not real wordy. I don't. It takes me a little bit to talk to people about this. I'm still learning. I've gotten on a few of these morning calls and some webinars, and I've given out the 2-minute video and stuff like that, but I just haven't. I haven't.
Just so you know, Rose, listen, just so you know, wordy is not good. Wordy is very, very bad. Use the tools. Okay, just use the 2-minute video. Talk less, get the information to people's hands more, and then leverage Gus and Janet. That's what I will tell you. In fact, I would prefer if people were muted. Okay, I would much rather than sign language. Watch this and then shut up. I'd rather have that because wordy is bad. Okay, because people talk too much. So just right there, you have the skill set. And then as you get good, as you get more confident, right, then you could then choose the right words to say to people. I say very little, I just say the right words, but that's 24 years. In the beginning, it's like, watch. That's it. And send. Don't talk. So just take it seriously. Go ahead.
I appreciate Gus and Dan so much because I was able to give them, Bobby's background and this is what he's about and this he invited me and how do I take advantage of this opportunity because I know it's an opportunity and help me make the most of it. And I just passed it off to Gus and he was awesome and I'm just excited about what's going to happen.
Perfect. Take it seriously. This is going to be the biggest thing you've ever been involved in, but you got to put together your plan. Right? If he's going to invite you to do a trade show with him or whatever he said, go. That's where you practice. That's where you get good. That's where you start to learn how to relay and talk about the message. Get around it, like stuff like this.
So I've done a trade show for another business that I had before, but for this, I'm open to suggestions about what I should have. I mean, I have my Hilo, but what, should I have a 2-minute video on stream or, I'm open. I don't know how to do that.
Here's what I'm gonna do because they're both on. Janet and Gus, get her what she needs to be prepared, and I'm sure they've done this, and to a certain point, you just haven't seen it yet. Okay, so you're prepared to get people the information quickly. It should be on your phone. It should be on your desktop. That's your business, and so you're able to get people information quickly. Know where to go to get it fast. Okay, so you guys will be in contact.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Okay. So
hey, Jeff. It's Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff, it's Terry.
Hi.
Terry from Calgary. Can I close it out with something?
I would love you to close out this. You guys, this is Diamond Terry from Canada. Okay, so please close it out completely because I'm hungry.
Okay, this is Terry Bernier from Calgary, Alberta. I'm a Diamond with World Global. You know, something happened yesterday, and if I tear up, you know, this is big for me. I've been in this industry a long time. My children have grown up. They're now, you know, grown adults. Our son still lives with us because he's going to university, and he's seen me do network marketing for 30 years. And yesterday, he's a very quiet boy. He's 23. He was sitting at the table. I'm working away, talking, and I get off the phone, and he comes over. He comes over to me. He says, "Mom, I just Googled success," and he says, "It doesn't take." He says, "You know, it doesn't. It said it didn't take education, and it didn't take this and that." He said, "It took grit," and he says, "Mom, if there's anybody on the planet that has grit, it's you. You're going to be really successful, Mom." And then he left. And I just want to close that out because to me that is that is the most amazing thing that happened maybe in my career, because I live for my children. So with that, you know, get some grit, build this thing, and have a great day. Thanks.
On that note, nothing else to be said. Okay, thank you, Terry. I know you have grit. Your heart and your desire for your people is unbelievable. So if it takes your son saying it to you, you know what? It's absolutely the truth. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for Diamond Zone. Thank you for saying that, Terry. And remember, tonight at 6, Sunday night at 6 are the two next webinars that we have. And I'll see you guys all on Sunday night and Monday morning. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Terry, thank you.
Great call. Thanks.